Hey, so this is a video recorded a month after all of the recordings I have in my phone. Hopefully by uploading these, I'm gonna clear up space on my phone because I do record all of this on my phone. So then that way, it's just I find it easier to just edit and also a lot quicker to just edit it off of here and then just go upload it and then yeah. But what's gonna happen for probably these next 3 videos for anyone who watches this is that I'm gonna do a voiceover for each of the skills, just kind of talking about what I did, what mistakes I need to fix, and anything that I maybe have done right. Also, being blunt, I'm not gonna do multiple takes for this just because this ain't professionalism. I'm just doing this for myself. So really, what I'm doing right now is just letting myself know, hey, yo, you try this voiceover thing. But yeah, this ain't gonna be a standard thing just because this is gonna take so much time. So just gonna keep that going. And then what's gonna happen for later videos, if anyone else other than me watches this, is that I'm going to record the skill, and because I talk to myself during my practices like a crazy person, I'm gonna keep recording. After I do the skill, just catch any commentary that I make on what I just did, and then kind of just go from there. So essentially, what I'm gonna do is pretty much I'm just gonna do the skill, and then kind of just react to it a crappy YouTube reaction channel or something. So yeah. All right, and then without further ado, just gonna jump into it. Also, I don't know why my breathing was so loud in that, but I don't know. I will say that my nose was really stuffy. Right now, just doing my basics, already could see that those elbows are bending way too much. It shouldn't even be bending at all in those forward rolls. Not bad. Don't know why. For some reason, it looked like my left arm just would not go by my ear. And then also lost my AirPod there, so nice going there. And yeah, getting ready for another front tuck. Yeah. I feel like my front tucks weren't too bad. But yeah. Just kind of cutting the video there just because lost my AirPod a little too much, and it's just it's bringing too much. Yeah, not bad. Chest was a little forward. So yeah. Oh. I need to squeeze those arms tighter to my ears. That's the biggest one so far. And then I take it back. I'm just gonna do the voiceover for the parts that just really need it. Where I do need to make those corrections, but for right now, I'm just gonna stop the voiceover part and then just kind of skip over to the parts where I really want to point out something that I need to fix or something. Alright, this one I kind of dropped my head a little early when I was punching. Just as yeah, just dropped it a little early. Gotta make sure that I keep my head up, make sure that I'm looking at the wall in front of me, so then that way I could get a better rotation, get a better set, and then, yeah. And then just kind of like a reminder to myself right here, just like keep my chest up when I'm punching forward. Also sorry for like all the, that one I need to keep my head out. But yeah, I didn't realize like how annoying like this bed up parts would be, so probably not gonna keep that there. Alright. That one I dropped my chest way too early. For a lot of these, I just like kind of like threw it a little way too early. Kind of forgot to set. And yeah. That one was one where like I needed to focus on getting up first. And then knees were bent on that one. Kind of looks more like a tuck. Another one that looks like a tuck. I forgot to set and tucked in. That's what happened to that. But then again, I couldn't go back and see it in real time, so. Also, this is like a warm-up that I saw in like a Paul Hamm video like a while ago. Where like you warm up just like doing like a simple like round off rebound and then just like run back after the rebound. Just like kind of like focusing on like going straight backward. But yeah, personally I like it. I could squeeze my heels a little tighter though on that. Should really do that.
That was short.
Apparently though, I need to figure out a better way to get into that rebound going into back handspring because it looks like I finished the round off a little short there. Also, really around this time like a month ago, I was having this like weird mental block where like I wouldn't go for the tuck out of the back handspring. I don't know why. Got over that now, but it's just a weird mental block then. Okay, this one didn't actually look too bad. Could probably extend out that entry into the round off a little more just to make it a little longer. And then still got really high on that back handspring, but other than that, like I feel like overall, like out of the other turns that I took, that one was probably the best one that I took so far. Don't worry, I flip it at least once in this video. At least I'm pretty sure I do. But at this point, like I just needed to get over myself. I had the height, so I just needed to get over myself. But at this point, I am going to speed up through the turns that I didn't go for it, just so then that way could like just move it along. Will say, I also like remember like when I did these, like I thought that these were like so trashy. And they weren't too bad. They were just like a little whippy. So I was like arching my back a little bit going into it. Just had to like focus on like setting it a little higher first before actually rotating. Yeah. I did speed up this part though, just simply so then I could add the extra commentary before I moved on to halves, I believe, on Tumble Track. But yeah. Honestly, this looked so brutal. Just arch going into it, not a lot of height, heels were apart. Quite a bit to fix there. One thing I like about this turn, and I'm gonna like have this in slow motion too, is that like I feel like with this one, it was a lot easier to like see my mistakes that I made during this. Where like I could like see the arch clearly like going into it. Where like I could see where like I was leading more with my head, where I should have been like leading more with our arms, like focusing on just going like straight up instead of going straight back. Kind of tucked in on that one too. And then also yeah, again, had those heels separated. But yeah. Didn't mind that one too much though. But yeah, just needed to make those changes. So when I say I liked it, I didn't like how it looked. I just liked how much easier it was to see the mistakes that I made. So one thing that I forgot to mention that I want to mention now is that I also could have pulled in tighter into that half. Then once again, could kind of also see the same corrections here that I need to make. Just like pull in a little tighter, get those knees straighter, heels together, set up higher. But yeah. And then I'm going to add here that because I was making those mistakes in that half, I'm still making these mistakes going into these folds where like I'm going like straight back instead of up. I can clearly see that my arms are not by my ears. So that's pretty bad. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to be positive with this next one. This one, the set's a little better, but like could still see that I'm arching into it. And yeah, the set's a little better. That wasn't bad. I got one more here. Let's see it. Alright, I actually like this one more. It looks like I'm focusing more on like actually getting the height that I needed. Looks like I didn't twist as much as I should have, but yeah. Not too bad though. And yeah, that's where it ends. Bye.